Hi guys, this evening I want to share my personal story with you, and this story I'm sharing it because I want you to learn something from it. The story is about my IVF journey. In my life, I've done about 3 IVF before, but people don't even know about this. They don't even know that I've been there, and I can assure you that it comes with a lot of stress. The mental stress, the emotional stress, the financial stress. I was married and have 2 kids already, but the third child, I got pregnant the third time, and this happened to me. I was pregnant. I was very happy. I started seeing the pregnancy symptoms, and so I started feeling weird. I started having this kind of symptoms. Then I went to do ultrasound. They checked me and they saw sac, but they did not see heartbeat. So they asked me to go to another hospital, which I did. So I did transvaginal scan. They saw sac, but no baby, no heartbeat. So I was diagnosed with a blighted ovum. So blighted ovum, fine. I was asked to do immediate evacuation, emergency evacuation. So, which I did. I did the evacuation. Everything was, going fine. Not until after the whole evacuation, maybe a week later, I started feeling weird, started having blood and everything. Importantly, I did a test. This test shows that I'm still pregnant. Anyway, it is normal. Probably because the HCG will still be intact. It still be inside in my body, my system. But still, there's something in me that was telling me there's something wrong. After the whole this thing, I'm still testing positive. So I quickly rushed to do another scan. I called my doctor. So he told me that I should do another scan. I did. And in this scan, we saw baby. But this time, it is not inside my uterus. It's not inside my womb. It was outside. So the man was like, no, this can't be. He told me he did evacuation. So we needed to... So I was asked to do another transfer. They did. They saw the baby. It was outside. So I was diagnosed again with ectopic pregnancy. Ectopic pregnancy, what is that? Why? How? They asked me to do emergency removal of the ectopic. I was rushed to the hospital, they check, but something miraculous happened while I was inside the theater, and that was when they were doing this the procedure. They was doing the operation. They called my husband, my ex-husband, immediately, and he was told that aside from the one they saw outside of my, like inside my tube, that there is another one. There is another one in the left tube. That means there are 2 babies inside the different tubes. We have 2 tubes. You can't believe that this thing is bilateral ectopic. I had bilateral ectopic, which means that 2 of my tubes are gone. That means I cannot conceive naturally. Both of them are gone. Yeah, they are gone. So immediately they did bilateral sapigectomy for me. They removed 2 of my tubes, and I'm left with no tubes. Now I can only conceive through IVF, or miraculously, because I've been seeing it on TikTok. Situation whereby people have bilateral sapigectomy and yet they are still conceiving naturally. This is my story. So the reason for me sharing this story is that at the point in our lives, people are going through a lot of things that you might actually not even be aware of. So treat people well. Be nice to them. Don't talk down on them. You can be having babies, and at the end of okay, this keeps making me ask so many questions. Number one of it is, what if? I have a lot of what if. What if I don't have 2 girls already? What if I don't have any children and I'm in this situation? I can assure you that this is one of the reasons for the problem I later had during my previous marriage. So see, in life, In life, anything can happen at any time, any moment. So if you think you are enjoying this moment, the moment of your life can actually come and it will be something you are not even expecting. So be prepared. If no, you can actually be in their situation. I cannot even imagine me going through that, because I'm not a medical person. I'm not a medical practitioner that I will know that this kind of thing can actually happen to me at a point in my life. My body, anything, but I'm in the present. I'm in the situation presently. What can I do? Now I cannot conceive naturally, only through IVF. You'll be in one side, you'll be thinking, how am I going to live my life? In another part of life, if I marry, who will marry somebody that I've gone through all this? Somebody cannot give birth naturally, but we will never lose hope. We believe God is behind us. The man that will marry us will marry us. So IVF comes with a lot of problem. Financial one, mental problem, emotional, so many problems. So going through the IVF, I'm going to share my journey. That IVF journey itself is another story entirely. And I'm going to share it with us next time. So watch out for part 2.